I fell in love with my prison pen pal from America. Long story short, we got married and we are now long distance. My name is Chloe. I am 22, almost 23 years old from Melbourne, Australia.
So it all started in 2020 during COVID, during the pandemic. I was laying in my bed on TikTok. TikTok was starting to go crazy. And I saw a video of this girl and she wrote to a prison pen pal. And me being like super bored, I just decided it would be a fun idea to like reach out to some prisoners in America. And I wasn't scared because I was like, I'm never gonna meet these people. I'm just gonna write to them his little bio. And it was like one of the most thought out ones on the website. Like, because a lot of the dudes were just like thirsty, you know, looking for a woman, or just had really boring like little biography things about themselves.
An hour and 20 minutes until my visit, and I'm so excited. I'm literally laying in bed right now trying not to fall asleep though, because I'm so tired. I was up at 5 this morning because I had a uni class. I have no words. That's my husband.
Someone wants to know how to make our relationship work.
I mean, well, for starters, it takes a special type of individual, you know, to make a choice to commit to a person that's incarcerated. And I know it's a lot of negative stigmas that gets pushed upon women to choose to, you know, engage in any type of relationship with a guy that's in prison. They look at those women like they're, you know, settling, or they're weak, or they can do so much better while you're talking to a guy in prison. And people forget sometimes that the individuals that's incarcerated, you know, are human just like they are. You know, most people are a bad choice away from being in the same situation. So it's like, whenever you begin to establish a relationship with a person in this situation, it's not easy. As far as a relationship here, how it works, how we make it work, it's not easy. You know, like, because at the end of the day, Chloe has to be in a situation where she's holding on to hope and trusting that I am who I say I am. I am the person that she believes me to be, and I have to trust that this person is as invested in a relationship that we're making out as I am. And it's not easy when you're trying to be the forever person for each other, being in a situation like this. Because there's one thing to have a long distance relationship, there's another thing to be incarcerated. That whole dynamic, it's not like other relationships, and people take things for granted sometimes when they get to be the person that they love every single day. And that's something that I've learned. So the question that somebody asks is about how do we make it work? It's exactly that, it's work, but it's also hope. Everybody wants hope. Everybody looks for hope, and I believe these relationships, as far as being in this position, is one of the best feelings of hope that you can have. And you get to connect with a person on a deeper level, and I think that helps a lot. Everybody wants hope. Everybody looks for hope, and I believe these relationships, as far as being in this position, is one of the best feelings of hope that you can have. And you get to connect with a person on a deeper level than you usually would outside of this situation. And I think that helps a lot.
That's absolutely wild, I must admit. You know, it's not every day you meet a woman who shows off her partner, and, you know, when you ask the question, oh, how did you meet? You know, I bet you've had the most, you know, loved up story ever, and, you know, then she comes back and says, oh, I flew across the world, you know, and I met him when he was in prison. He was a prisoner. That would definitely blow people's minds. At least blow my mind, I must admit. Yeah, it's really, really, really wild. I mean, imagine flying across the country to go and meet prisoners. Like, I think she said that she was spamming and DMing loads of different prisoners or prisons, and on some sort of website, I think, because there was some sort of bio that they all had. And, you know, it's definitely a wild card what this woman's, you know, chosen to do. But hats off to her, because it takes guts, and it takes, you know, certainly takes confidence. Whether or not she was looking to meet the man of her dreams in a prison, as strange, as bizarre as it sounds, you know, she eventually achieved that. And, you know, she seems and looks really, really happy that she's in a very happy relationship. And, you know, I think as well as she feels a sense of happiness as well for a man, because in there he says, you know, he's experienced all these thirsts after 11 years in prison. Now 11 years is by no means a short sentence. That's a fairly decent sentence, and you know, a good chunk of your life has been spent behind bars. And so, you know, this man's now definitely trying to rebuild his life. You know, he's been rightfully released from prison, and you know, what better way to do it than, you know, with your future wife-to-be, possibly. Yeah, that they seem to be loving life, showing him everything that's changed in the past 11 years, because a lot has changed. You just got to take your hat off, and you know, again, just be thankful that this woman has given this man a chance, a second chance at happiness.
Thanks for watching StoryTrender. Don't forget to like and follow.